Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Skool Morning Show. It is another manic Monday, and I'm feeling pretty manic myself. That's right. I'm feeling a little bit crazy today. It's going to be a crazy episode, so I hope you're ready. We have a lot to talk about. I'm Eric. I'm here with Jenna. We're talking about Skool, the online community platform. What do you think?
I'm scared.
You should be.
We have
right.
way too much fun with these things.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's technically a U.S. holiday today.
It is. It's Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Yesterday, I went to the Walmarts and I bought all my meats. I bought some barbecue baked beans. I bought some coleslaw. I bought some corn on the cob. Bought everything I needed for grilling. But it looks like it's going to rain, so I don't know if I'll get to.
Oh, damn. Every time someone says baked beans, it makes me think of that sound bit where it's like, baked bean! You know?
I loved baked beans. They're so good.
I don't think it's going to get stormy here. We were going to have, like, stormy stuff, but then it was like, nope, we're going to delay it for a few days, so whatever.
Yeah. It's supposed to rain for, like, the next 2 weeks. It's the first week of summer, and the kids are already bouncing off the walls. Literally.
Wow.
Literally.
That's going to be fun. That'll be great for Thursday when we talk about parenting and working from home.
Yeah. I might be a little bit balder by then.
So this is how you become bald. You try to work from home and have kids.
Yeah. Literally pulling my hair out. All right. How was your weekend?
My weekend was insane. There's so many things that happened. So first off, I shared inside my school a little bit of what was going on with the weekend. And one of it was there was like this cute moment where we were driving by to go to drop off something for my niece. And there was these little girls in their driveway with their dad, and they had a little stand up, and they were selling bouquets of zinnias. Instead of like a lemonade stand.
Yeah.
And it was like $10 a bouquet. So we bought two.
We need to do something like that with my kids.
It would be so much fun.
What? You know what they did this weekend, my kids? They made homemade Neatos. Remember we were talking about Neatos the other day?
Oh, yeah.
They made some, and they smell so good. They put like scents in them. They could sell these. They could totally sell these.
Totally.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And then we ended up going and doing a few more things. We got someone threw cheese outside their car while we were driving. I know, it's so weird.
What?
They threw cheese out their car.
Why?
And it hit my car, and I was like, oh, fuck no.
Someone
threw
threw cheese?
Yep. I saw it. The only way I knew it was cheese is because they threw it off a sandwich. And I was like, how unfortunate this is. My white car has cheddar cheese on it.
I've never eaten cheese in the car. I've never eaten a sandwich in the car. I guess they didn't like the cheese.
Yeah, it was wild. I was not expecting that. So we went through the car wash, and I died of laughter in the car wash because as you get hooked up, it was probably more like nervous laughter. You know how you like drive into the car wash? If you're not from the States and you don't have car washes, I don't know what to tell you, but they like lock your tire into place.
I don't trust them.
Well, you would have hated this because as we got in there and there was another person in front of us, it stops.
Oh, no.
It stops. So everybody's stuck in there. And I was like, I died of laughter because like I could see that they were stopping for some other reason or whatever. I don't even know what ended up happening. But I was thinking about what it would be like if I was the person in the car because they have these like big brushes and then they have, we call them the octopus, the little stringy things that fall down.
Yep.
They were stuck in that spot. And I was like, if the car wash stopped and that's where I would be having like a mild panic and then it would like escalate quickly. And so that happened. And
my philosophy on washing cars is the same as changing or making your bed. It's like it's just going to get dirty tomorrow. Why even
Well,
bother?
do you live down a dirt road?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. We live down 20 acres. We have a really long dirt road, and there was no way I was going down my road with cheese on the car and then having cheese and dirt on the car. So I definitely had to stop at the car wash. And then I spend too much. Okay, so we talk about being on Skool, and when you're on Skool, there's a lot of like, oh, I don't get on social media anymore. Like, who's Facebook? Facebook who? I still get on Facebook because I go on the marketplace and I find good deals.
I go into Marketplace, and every now and then I'll get on there to look at the ads because I don't know. I like looking at the Skool ads. I do that.
Yeah. I love looking at ads on Facebook, like meta ads, and seeing what everybody's up to. Well, I got on Facebook Marketplace this weekend, and can you guess what I saw?
You can buy anything on Facebook Marketplace. I've seen some weird stuff.
So I'm buying because we went and saw it, and I'm gonna buy it, a pod house.
What?
So this is actually like a container storage thing. They sent me, this was like the picture that they were doing, and yeah, their place
You
is
got
like
a
a
whole
construction
house on Facebook
Yes,
Marketplace?
and it folds. It folds up. It's a foldable house
No
thingy.
way.
So this is what it looks like on the trailer.
That is. Oh, it's one of those like. Okay, a pod house. I know what that is
Yeah.
now.
And so
Cool.
they bought it from China and had it delivered a while back, and now they're needing to move it off. And it's so cool. And the coolest part of it is that, like, when you go inside, there's 2 bedrooms, there's a kitchen, and there's a little bathroom.
Oh wow.
And so, because I'm going to be building out this other tiny house that I'm working on, because, like, you know, the reason why I work harder is because I want to make sure that my kids both have a house, like the kids I care about, they're going to have house and no bills is the goal. So these are things that could be like little starter homes for them, but we're going to live in this one while we're building out the new one because my parents are coming and going to move on the property too.
That's really neat.
So, yeah, and someone was asking how much. I am buying this for $10,000.
That's bonkers. I would have guessed at least double that, 20K.
And then I used AI, which was fun because I took a picture of where I want to set it and I said, "Show me what it'll look like." And so
It's really nice. It looks very modern.
it is. And the coolest part, okay, because like my son was so excited. He came out there with us and looked at it, and the walls and the ceiling are all metal. And so magnets, little magnet men can be put on
cool.
it. And so eventually what's going to happen is like, because my son is 4, he's not going to need it for a while, right? But as I build out, we're going to stay in this one, and then we're going to build out the other tiny house so that my niece has a house if she ever needs one.
Could be your podcasting room.
Yeah, this is going to become the office. And so we were laughing about like the pod house will be where I do my podcast.
That's funny. You're gonna get addicted, and you're just gonna have like a little colony of houses.
That's the goal. I want my family all in the same place. We have 20 acres. We're making it really cool. Lots of fruit trees, gardens. We're putting solar,
That's
all
cool.
sorts of stuff.
Totally
So,
self-sustaining.
yep. And we asked people in What is Skool what they were doing for this weekend. And so they did share a little bit. Ricardo, he set up the barbecue sauce for his wife's business, Farmer's Field Day. That sounds
cool.
really fun.
That does
I've
sound
never.
fun.
I think he's in Australia or New Zealand, if I'm remembering correctly. So
Yeah,
that must be a thing over there. I wonder if it's like a farmer's market.
that's what it sounds like. And like the tractors and stuff. Like so, this weekend was our hot air balloon jubilee, and I've talked about this before. We go every year, but and they bring out the tractors and the big trucks, and you can touch them and stuff. Unfortunately, like Memorial Day, it also got rained out. Unfortunately, but yeah.
Oh, for sure. And then he has the guinea pigs, installed security cameras, upgraded his computer. Like, he sounds like he was very productive during this weekend.
That is a very productive weekend. Jeez Louise. I'm feeling bad about myself. He crushed it.
Alice said that it is a 3-day weekend over there, too. They're not doing anything special, but going to eat some nice steaks. So that sounds good.
I think it's a
Steaks.
holiday a lot of places. Like the UK, it's a bank holiday. I don't know what that means. But yeah, they're also taking a break.
The pig is on holiday.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then Jesse said it was there too. And he had to prepare for the stores to be closed. Damn you, holidays. Yeah. That holidays can definitely mess up some.
And our main
some
man,
stuff.
Brian O'Neill, you need to go check out his YouTube channel if you haven't. He has a freaking awesome YouTube channel about Skool, and he crushes it. And he went to his son's travel baseball tournament. That's fun.
That's how it says. It's literally our life. LOL. Traveling baseball. I wonder how much if he wears his school merch, because if it's traveling, like how many people can spot Brian? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Did I tell you that? I went to Walmart the other day. I go to Walmart a lot. I don't know why every story starts with I went to Walmart the other day, and I had a guy ask me about my school hat. He said he's been seeing the ads and he's wondered what it is.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
And she's like, should I do it? I'm like, yeah, you should absolutely do it. So I might go back and see if I can find him because he was a worker there.
Oh, wow. You should go back there and give him your affiliate link.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, hey, what's up? I will help you start your school. Stu was pruning some trees and then putting them through the wood chipper. See, wood chippers scare me, but they're also really cool.
They are cool. You know what I really want? I want a stump grinder. Those are cool too. Have you seen those?
I have not seen a stump grinder because most of the stumps around here, they just get pulled out.
Ah, makes sense.
They're like, yoink.
And then Rick, camping, drinking, and repeat.
Full stop.
That sounds like a weekend. Let's go, Rick.
That
And
sounds
Rick
fun.
has a really cool community too about food prep.
Meal prepping, I like it. Did you meal prep for camping? Did you meal
There you
prep
go.
your drinking?
It's
That's
meal
what we
prep
need to
the
know.
beers.
Exactly. One way
Well,
to get a
nice.
6-pack.
Everybody had a good weekend, it seems.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like we all were staying busy doing stuff.
I had to do a lot of podcasts this weekend.
Noise.
Yep.
Noise.
Yeah.
I think
If
we were
you-
going to talk about a couple of things.
But before we do,
was there anything else?
we have to tell everybody, if you want to support the show, it's absolutely free. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to Jenna's channel, and then, share it with somebody that you might like it, like another schooler. If you have a friend, surely you have friends. If you don't, I'm so sorry. But if you do have a friend, share it with them.
If you don't have friends, get on Skool and make some friends.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. That's right. All right, moving on. What are we talking
do we
about
have
today?
a school shout out?
Oh, we were not prepared for a school shout out. I'm going to shout out,
Yikes.
what is Skool? What is Skool? Where you can learn what Skool is, how it works, what's new, and what's working for others building real communities. What is Skool? That is our school shout out. Oh, yeah. That's right.
All right, moving on. We were going to talk about how much should you give away in the free, I think, a little bit today.
Yes.
When you thought about this topic, where are you originally at? Like, what do you think?
So, I've heard conflicting things, and that's why it's kind of hard to talk about. Like, you got guys like, I think maybe Alex Ramosi talked about this. He's just like, give everything away for free. Just don't hold anything back. Just give as much value as humanly possible. And then that person will pay you for the implementation part. And that confused me for a long time. But it's like, I will help you one-on-one or something, actually do all this stuff that I've already told you how to do. That's kind of, there's probably different ways to go about it, but that's kind of what I've always heard. What do you think?
So, here's my thing. If you're doing I think it really works at his level on multiple reasons. Like, he gives so much away for free, but he also has a higher clientele. So it also helps him weed out those that don't actually need him.
Yep.
And even before that, like prior to that, it is, I'm having such an ADHD moment because I want to share something else too in a second. But it is that I believe that you are going to give too much away for free if you're trying to set up your community like written out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times what ends up happening is people are going to go through that and they may actually still need your help. However, I don't think that they are going to be able to consume all of it to the point where they could come and ask for your help. Because too many times when you set up your community and you give all of it away for free in the community, then how are they ever supposed to see the distinction between free and paid? Or
Right.
when do they? Because if there's too much for free, how are they ever going to get through all of that? Here's what had me at the ADHD moment, because as soon as you mentioned Alex, my brain was like, oh my gosh, we have to talk about how
Oh, yes.
Alex and
Yay.
Layla are expecting their first baby.
That's so awesome. That's
Yes.
a round of applause for that. Round of applause for the Hermosa
Now
baby.
I'm so excited because I was like, my kid's going to grow up in a world with a baby Hermosi. Yay! You know? Because that's like one thing I think about a lot is that like, what is the world that my kid's going to be growing up in?
Look how happy they look.
Yes, they are so happy. And it's just like, she's glowing. You could just see, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did think that people worded this really weird. Because they wrote like, it's their first baby together.
They've had babies separately.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a little bit odd, people. But, you know.
Well, sorry for the ADHD moment. We can bring it back to
Yeah, let's
what
go
we're
back
talking
to
about. So, okay, so what you're
stuff.
saying is, just to recap, if you give too much, if you give everything away for free, then they may not actually want to upgrade. Not only that, they're going to be confused because you're just throwing all this crap at them all at once, and they don't even know
because they don't have
where
a
to start.
direction. It's like somebody that's being first introduced to what you're doing and helping them with. When people say give it away for free, give away for free like the discussion of it. And maybe like your YouTube videos, it could be talking about it. It could give people actual value and solutions, but people are going to need your help to implement it, and that's what you should be doing inside your paid community.
Yeah, I've heard like
And-
give away the what and the why, but maybe keep the paid the how.
Yes, that is one way of wording it and putting it. In fact, people that are freemium are having a little bit of a harder time, or people that have tiers are having a little bit of a harder time understanding how to get people to upgrade when they feel like they're having all of the discussions in the community tab with everybody.
Yes.
And that is part of the giving away for free. So if you guys can have discussions on stuff inside your community tab, people are going to see that. That's only going to want them to upgrade more because you're helping that person implement it. Most people think that their problems are unique and special anyways.
That you see Hermosi doing that recently with his YouTube channel with his mids, where he's basically like on call, and he does this with his regular channel too on lives. He's on call doing a one-on-one with someone else, and everybody else can just watch that one-on-one, and you might get some value out of that too.
They do. Like, people will consistently get value from it whenever they're going and they're able to visualize like what they're going through and put it in their shoes, like put themselves in that situation, because most people can't though. Most people can't go, oh, okay, so Sarah is dealing with XYZ and I have something, but it's not XYZ, it's XYA, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And it's just like, Sarah has blonde hair and I have brown hair, so it's not going to work the same. And you're like, no, it'll be fine. So I think that's kind of more of the implementation part, because and that's because we're so in it, right? When we have our own problems. By the way, this is what Alex's page looks like. So he's just sitting there answering people's questions, right?
Literally, Alex Ramosi answers your questions for 2 hours. That's what it's called.
Look at that face in the bottom left. He's like, bro, this question again.
Oh my!
in
That's
his
the way it
blonde
was
hair.
back when he had the school games community. That's what it was like every week.
Yeah, he's like, it's not any different. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good because what he's doing is he's giving away for free him answering those people's questions, and if people have enough vision, they can implement it themselves. You know.
And look at this. He's going live for sometimes up to a couple of hours. You think you're busier than Alex Hormozy? Huh? You think you're too good to not go live and give away people answers for free? Huh? You think you're...
Honestly, no, that's a really good point because if you look at this, he is spending a good amount of time on here, which should show anybody that it is important to make the time. This is a high priority task kind of thing, you know?
Yep.
So,
The other thing
But
I wanted
yeah.
to bring up or to ask you was it can also I feel like it can also depend. Like with everything else, there's a lot of depend as your answer because like how much should you give away for free? Well, there's people like me who have maybe a little bit of a money issue where I want to give everything away for free because I don't feel like people should pay for it. Like it's a money issue. It's not necessarily an information issue. You know what I mean?
okay, do you want me to crush everybody's soul on this real quick?
Sure. That's what we're here for.
All right. I have been looking into kind of like trying to decide how
Much you're gonna
honest I'm going to
sugarcoat
be. Yeah, am I sugarcoating this or am I just being really blunt? I've been trying to figure out more of the psychology of broke people. And the reason why I say it that way is because I think that if you start to look into this, it's a mentality thing. It's not necessarily how you'd be like skill issue, right? But did you know that people that are living even under what is like poverty line are the most like the people that want to give the most. They're the ones trying to contribute. So
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
what ends up happening is typically somebody that's underneath poverty feels like there's always someone that has it worse off than them. And if they see it, it could be even just like somebody that barely can pay for their gas at the gas station, but they see a homeless person. And so instead of paying for like $10 of gas, they're going to pay $5 in gas and get that homeless person like a drink and water. And it doesn't mean it's a bad thing that like what they did was good, but that also was not good for them or for their like if they have a family and all that. But you saw that person that was in pain and needed it, and you also put yourself like that could be me. So you're taking on the identity of that you could do that. And in fact, that's why most poor people, not, and I say poor people, but I'm trying to say it.
That's so derogatory.
It
You
sounds derogatory,
poor
but it's
people.
not. It's just more of like a financial status, right? It's not even like, I think there's a lot of amazing poor people, but
People below the poverty line.
before yeah, exactly that. They tend to, when they look at starting a business, they want to start a nonprofit first. Before they will even start a for-profit business, they will try to start a nonprofit. And in fact, that's probably not the way to go about it if you're wanting your nonprofit to do well. Because if you could make a business that is for profit and mingle with the people that also do for profits, then you could later then start your nonprofit, and your nonprofit will see more success. And the reason is like you're mingling with the people that have money and they trust you because you can have a business that has money. It's harder for a nonprofit, for somebody that has good money, to look at a nonprofit that's being run by somebody that also doesn't know how to manage money.
Well, there's still a lot
For
of money
themselves.
changing hands in nonprofits.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a whole nother discussion on nonprofits, but that's one of the things that you look at, and they just try to give too much for free.
Yeah.
So that's there's got to be a side of it where you do take time to go look into the mentality of making money, and that it's like you are supposed to make money. In fact, the people that you're supposed to give to first, especially if you're a parent, is going to be your kids. That is an 18-year minimum commitment to contributing, right?
Yeah.
So when you take care of yourself to a point where you wouldn't need help, and you take care of your family and the ones around you to the point where they wouldn't need help, then you can start to like worry about helping others in that way too.
Yep.
So that's kind of like
Crush our spirits.
Yeah. Sorry. But it's because you have a good heart. And if you really have a good heart and you really want to help others, the best way to do that is to be the one to take all of your skills and all of your knowledge and go make as much as you can, so that then you can give. Because how much more would it mean to, like, rather than your like last $5, instead of gas, like it'd be much more to go and give when you do have more money and it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah.
So the same goes with your info.
Yeah.
But
I've been there when I've definitely given away money that I did not have. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
It's a real thing, and it's because we really do, if we think about it, because there's that funny thing where the people that go like, there's going to be a lot of people there? No, I don't want to go. They tend to be more generous too. Like, they do care. So it's an interesting kind of dynamic.
It's a special breed of people.
Yeah, but I think that goes the same with your info. So like, you valuing the fact that your skills, valuing the fact that the information and the knowledge that you have, the talents that you have, all of those things are equal to value. Like, they are valuable in themselves. And I mean, we could go into more of where it's like the school system and et cetera, and how it's not designed for us to do well, right? Mm-hmm. It's more designed for a whole different kind of lifestyle.
Another like side road that we can go into that kind of was an aha moment for me was giving everything away for free is almost a disservice to the people that you're giving it to, because if they don't have any like skin in the game, like if they haven't even paid like $5 for some information, well, that's just adds to the pile of the information that they're given on a daily basis, because it's every single day we get information overload. But if they were actually paid for something, they may more likely implement it because, they have some stakes in it.
Well, steaks, weekend barbecue, ADHD. Is your steaks thawed? All these things. Maybe I needed more coffee today. I was going to say what you were saying is accurate, and also I think it's part of what you were saying earlier too, where if you had gotten information and paid for information about like give everything away for free in the implementation, if you had paid for that information, you would be more bought into it and believing it, versus you saying, well, there's so much conflicting information out there. Right? So when you pay for something, you end up adding the value to it. You end up adding to the point where it's like, no, this is something that I do want to put some weight into it, because I paid for it. I might as well get my money's worth, kind of thing. You know, that's another mentality of that.
Well, an example of that. Okay, so I have been working with Dadscaped. They've been helping me become a better dad, all that stuff. Well, okay, I have not actually like legitimately worked out in a really long time. And today I worked out for the first time. Like it was, and I feel like I'm like absolutely dead right now, but I paid for it, which I think is why I did it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I know that there's the whole like the gyms that are cheap to go to rarely get used, and the ones that cost more actually get used, especially if you add a personal trainer on top of it.
Yeah, what is the show up rate for Planet Fitness? It's got to be like super low.
Yeah, pretty low. So I think that's just like if you really wanted to reach your goals, you do pay for that help. Otherwise, you have to find a different type of motivation within you.
Yeah. But I guess the question is determining what you actually give away for free, because like you still want like what you give away for free to be valuable, so that way you turn your free people into paid people.
Well, I think this is why we go back to. Are you playing with one of those Nitos?
No.
Not anymore.
They made a bunch of them.
I'm like, all I heard was like, it. Okay, did you ever watch The Aristocrats?
Yeah, my kids were in the Aristocrats play.
Oh,
like
yeah.
10 months ago, yeah.
So you know when the dogs can hear him walking near the hay? That's what it sounded like with you and the Nito.
That's so funny. Oh man. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about that. What were you saying?
Both of us with ADHD.
Okay,
What
you were
was I
saying we're talking about what
giving the
determining-
value for free so that it's actually does something and is useful. That's why we talk about quick wins.
Yes.
If you can determine what quick wins are, first of all, this is how you realize whether or not what you're teaching is fluff, right? If you can give it a destination point, then you will know whether or not if they can reach like their quick win, their destination for the very first, 7 days, 14 days. Because you want to keep it short. I think whatever they're winning and going for in the free should be short and easily accessible, because you're having to build up the belief for them. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be simply like trying to get somebody to organize their house or do the dishes or whatever. But if they have these quick wins and it's something simple, but they can see that what you did with them helped them, or they can see the information you gave them helped them, where they get an outcome from it. And then the natural transition from that is wanting more. That's where you have the conversion side of it.
Yep.
Because if you give too much in the beginning, you'll overwhelm them, or they will not think they need more. Because how am I going to get through all this stuff that you gave me? Like, I have to get through it first before I could even be ready for the paid.
Yeah. Well, with the Dadscape thing, they have a 5-day reset, and so I did that. And each day had its own quick win. And then if you upgrade, then you get like a 4-week plan, and it gives you like a workout plan and like everything. And so like I did the 5-week reset. Each day I got a win. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I actually did all this stuff. I've never done any of this before. I was like, well, I mean, if that worked, then maybe I should upgrade. And so I did.
That's awesome. See,
Yeah.
that's the part that you should go through, right?
Yeah.
I think he did make his paid though.
He did.
Even low ticket now.
Yeah, his first tier's low ticket. But there was another scenario that I had in mind that I wanted to ask you. What was it? Darn. I forgot. ADHD.
Figure it out. Figure it out, buddy.
Give me a second to think. You keep going with that bit.
Do do do. No, I want to find the sound bit because I need that sound bit. Because now it's in my head. Where is it? Don't look for it. I will find it.
Okay.
Oh, it's this one.
I can't imagine playing Jeopardy because I feel like that music actually helps me not think.
Oops.
It was something.
Maybe
to do
that's
with
why it was designed that way.
with the free. I'll come back to it in a minute. We'll be right back.
With that thought.
That's my favorite soundbite we have. We never use it, but it's my favorite.
Yeah. Give me objections for just keeping most of it free then.
Well, the biggest one I can think of is what I said a few minutes ago. It's like if I only give them the super basics, then it's not going to be valid. They don't think that what I'm teaching is valuable, and so they're not going to want to upgrade to the premium.
Okay. Was the super basics fluff, or was it actually, did they actually get an outcome from it?
Most schools that I've joined a lot of them, is fluff, just to be honest.
So if that's the basics, that's not even the basics in my opinion. True. That's just bullshit reading. Okay?
Yeah.
Wasted my time. Fuck you. So I wouldn't even consider that the basics. The basics could be even setting up. So like, let's say for you, somebody was trying to work on traffic and they needed you to help them set up and understand StreamYard. Okay? Because that's what we're using. Right now we're using StreamYard. They want to know how to put in these sound bites, you know? And they have no idea how to do that. They don't know where they would get the sound bites. How do you go back and forth and switch between everything? How do you tell people to please like, subscribe, comment? So setting somebody up with everything is basic, and it doesn't actually help them with the recording or the strategy of recording or getting ready to talk, because a lot of people are scared to talk online live. Those things are higher and more, I would say probably like more hands-on.
Yeah.
In a sense, there's a different way that you could do it too, where it wasn't as hands-on, right? Or the DIY, DWI, and DFY, which is do it yourself, done with you, and then done for you.
Yep.
And so you could do the basics where it is DIY, or you could do it via a call, right? So you connect with them and they learn who you are and they trust you, and then they see how naturally it is and they would want more. But that's still just setting something up. They could have YouTubed how to set up StreamYard. They could have YouTubed how to do the banners and the media assets and all that stuff. What the recordings mean, local recordings, yada, yada, yada. But they had you helping them. And because you helped them set up the basics, now that is a win for them. And the next step would be, okay, well, if you need coaching on how to go live, then here you go. This is the next tier up, right?
Makes sense.
Even higher tier. Now I can edit it for you, right? There's different levels. So I think that people knock the basics because they're just scared that it's going to be fluff because they've experienced fluff in the past.
Yeah.
And I think that what you're forgetting is that like every boomer that needs help with an iPhone
true.
Really would rather have someone help them in person.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I remembered what I was going to say earlier. It just hit me. Okay, here's a scenario for you of maybe not giving, or to give everything away for free, okay? Scenario is you're brand new. You don't have any proof that what you're teaching actually works. So maybe you give everything away for free for like the first 3 to 5 people. Then you can charge people later.
You have to set deadlines, timelines, and all of that, because too many people say, hey, I'm just brand new to this and I need to get a case study, right? That's what you hear a lot of times. I want a case study. I want a testimonial. Well, whatever it is, like if it's one time you help somebody, that's fine. But if you're doing like actual labor, there needs to be an exchange of money for that. Otherwise, why is that person showing up? Is it actually going to be a good case study if they're not paying for it? You could give them, I would rather see somebody give them a discount and say, hey, we're going to start off at this amount. It's definitely worth more. But if this is something you're needing and you're wanting help with, I need a couple of case studies under my belt, so I'm going to do it for less.
I think there's still a lot of fear on both ends of that, because like I don't know if what I'm going to do is actually going to be helpful, so I'm afraid to charge for that. They don't know because I don't have any proof. It's like getting that first yes seems a little bit harder because you don't have proof.
You know, most people don't need proof.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Yep. How many times do you have somebody ask for your full resume,
Never.
even in an interview? Like a lot
Never.
of interviews, they don't even look at the resume. Or it comes, and I know that it's going to feel a little bit different for someone like you that does service based with like content, right? Because people do want to usually see portfolios because they just want to make sure it's the right style. Because like I like, what if I liked jazz,
Do you like
soft
jazz?
music? Do you like jazz? And then like I don't want captions like bold in your face like Hormozy's, right? Because he was known for a while for doing the captions where it was like they
Yes.
show up on screen and then it's like yellow caption
I
and
still
then
like those.
yeah, I mean like some people like them but some people don't want them. So sometimes a visual, you don't even need a case study. Just go make some for yourself. Make examples of what you're doing because that's enough for somebody to see your style.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like and then some people take on the responsibility that is not theirs, right? And also this is why you don't promise things that you can't deliver on. So that would be, for example, if you were starting somebody's YouTube channel, you cannot be responsible for their YouTube channel blowing up and going viral every time if that person's going to show up and not perform for virality.
I do like to promise a lot.
And you can't. Because it's not on you. You cannot take the just like this. Like I could go out there and build a bunch of schools, right? But I'm not going to go promise them that their school is going to succeed because if they could show up shitty, they don't show up at all, they don't have green squares at all, and they're not, or they go in and they start posting thought leadership style junk that people are like, okay, I could read this on Facebook, right? Or on Twitter. Those kinds of people are not going to succeed because that's out of the wheelhouse. The success of that school being just the framework doesn't mean that it's going to succeed or fail. It means that here you have the tools, you have the working bones, you have the framework of it succeeding, but you still have to show up and perform at a high level.
Right. Right. And here's a good comment. They did a case study, and the free one. Wait, what? Oh, I did a case study and felt like my client was that involved versus my paying clients. Oh, so like the paying clients actually did the work, and the free client didn't. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yep.
And if you are going to do a case study, what you really need to do in the beginning is make sure that it's very clearly defined. Be like, this is, like, if I'm doing this, this is how much it is worth. This is what I'm going to be charging. If I'm going to do this with you, then I need you to give it your all because I do need a valid case study. And I do need a testimonial on the backside. So what we're going to do at the very beginning is we're going to have you either fill out a form or fill out something. We need to establish your baseline of where you're currently at. Tell me what you're hoping to get out of this. And then if this is what you're hoping to get out of this, these are the steps and you need to go at it seriously. Because at the very end, the reason why I'm doing this is I need you to give me a testimonial. I need the case study based off of what your experience was so that others would know whether or not this would help them too. If you're not ready to give it your all, that's fine. I just can't use you in this case study experiment that I'm doing. You could come back and pay full price later on if that's what you would like when you're ready to actually give it your all. Point blank. Because why the fuck would you waste your time with people that are not going to value your time?
Do you do money back guarantees or no refunds?
So there's difference. Like people can request a refund if they want. And a lot of people say like the money, I kind of hate the money back guarantees things because they usually have a thing where it's like, you had to do everything exactly the way I said to, and then your money back is available. Right?
Yeah.
And so you have to somehow prove that you did it exactly how they said to. So I don't even believe in the money back guarantees because there's always usually a loophole for them not to give the money back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also don't like the ones where they're like, you'll get this result or we'll work with you until you do. Really?
Yeah, I see a lot of people doing that, and that seems like it would be really tough.
Yeah, I don't know that if you try to do it that way, it would probably lead to you ending up spending a lot of time with somebody that didn't necessarily put all the effort into it. So, because example, if somebody was like, "I'm going to help you make 10K a month within 90 days," or "I'll help you until you do," well, what if that person is like doesn't have the schedule for 10K?
Mm-hmm.
Or they don't have the skill set for selling something that's
Or the work
10K.
ethic.
Yeah. Or, you can't. Can you imagine if that would have happened during 2020?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You don't know. I just
Anything
don't
could
like those
happen.
kinds of guarantees, Because then to me, if you make those kinds of guarantees, then you have to hold that money, and money is not earned until that money is free from that guarantee.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of like, you didn't become a bank. What the hell? You know?
I've also heard you say something similar about lifetime deals.
Oh yeah, I hate Lifetime.
Yeah.
The only thing that you can buy for Lifetime is like a book. Go buy a book. There you go.
Yeah.
You're
I feel
welcome.
it feels like I was selling a lifetime. I'm like selling my soul. It's like you got me for
You are.
life. I don't like this.
You are. You are. You're selling your soul no matter what, because you're either going to continue to fulfill on it for life, or you're a liar,
Yeah,
which
I
is
don't
part
like
of your
that.
soul.
Like I honestly don't even like year, to be honest. Like I don't know what I'm going to be doing in a year.
I don't. The year thing, I think I can make a year commitment. Not really a problem. Because I do plan to be here in a year, unless I die. In that case, I
Right.
won't care because I'll be dead. I'll be like, I'm sorry, I really apologize from my grave. So, at the same time, I just think that annual is like, if you plan to continue to do it, you already have to be sure of it. Like, don't sell annual if you're trying to be like, I'm going to sell annual because I think that's going to get people to say yes because I'm offering such a huge discount. But I am not going to be here for a year if I don't get this many. You already have to know that you're going to be there no matter what for the entire year if you're going to offer annual.
Yeah. Well, I think like what if I get into it and it's a nightmare and it's too much of a workload? Like I'd rather just take it like a monthly basis for personally.
And I think that you can, if you're taking yearly into, you don't technically earn that money. You have only earned what that is divided by 12 each month.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh yeah, I'll do annual and then I'll have all this money to just do ad spend." Okay, well, cool. But what if that person's a nightmare
Yeah.
to work with?
That's what I'm saying. I've had some nightmare clients. I've had to fire more than one.
So you need to make sure that you have money in the bank to do a partial refund.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because for me, when it comes to like the refund thing, I would rather just refund and not have the headache.
Mm-hmm. Same.
So,
Totally
and then there
agree.
is certain places where they have to, like in Australia, I think it's it's Australia. Like they are legally required by their government to offer refunds even for things like school and subscriptions, stuff like that, digital products. Otherwise, their country would go after them, kind of thing.
Oh no, they're coming after
Yeah,
me.
they're gonna get you. If somebody knew how to like
Yeah.
fill out all the paperwork and stuff, but
So to
anyways, that's a
recap,
whole other thing.
yeah, give some stuff away for free as long as it has an actual outcome that actually
Yep.
gives somebody some kind of result. But try to have that next step be paid. So lead them into it.
Yep.
There you go. Don't give 100% away for free.
Exactly.
Just give one really good thing away for free.
Yeah, and it's like, make sure that you're not the one judging it. Maybe have somebody else judge it too. Because, like, if I was talking to you and you said, like, it has to be really good, and I would be like, you gave way too much.
Yeah, my expectations are probably higher than most.
Right. But that could actually harm you and harm them.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Because you also have to look at your time. Some people, you know the worst business out there, in my opinion?
What's that?
You want to hear this? This is a hot take. I think the worst business out there are the people that start a baked goods business from home, like cake decorating and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because a lot of times what they're doing is they're trying to do competing prices with like Walmart or those places. So they try to keep a lower price, but they're like, I can do that because I buy this in bulk, or I buy all these supplies, and it doesn't cost that much to make it, but they never included their time or their skill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ran into that with crochet. We were trying to get my wife to do a crochet business, and the actual cost of all the materials like wasn't that much, but it would take her like a full day to make something. It's like, well, what is that worth?
A lot.
Yeah, too much for that someone would want to buy.
Yeah, did I ever tell you that I bought a crochet Blippi and Mika?
No.
For I think it ended up being like $100.
That sounds right. Yeah, sounds accurate.
Yeah, I think it was like, actually it was probably closer to 200. My son thinks he's Superman or something, and he jumped off a taller thing, like I think it was the couch, or was it the bed? He jumped and like Supermaned into this tent that I just bought for the kids, and hit the hard part, the metal part, with his teeth.
Oh, God.
Really hard.
That's awful.
And so then we had to do like an emergency surgery thing, and
God.
because he had to get put under, my soul was like so sad. So he was so obsessed with Blippi and Mika at that time. So I bought him a crocheted Blippi and Mika and spent like $100 on each of them.
That's really cool though.
Yeah. And they were really cute because there was no Mika toys at that point either.
Yeah.
And so he got those, and it was rough, but it was like they were special. But then we did, like, I ended up reselling them to somebody else because he grew out of it. And then I was like, for this kind of like expensive crochet thing, somebody needs to enjoy them as much as we did.
Yeah,
so
agreed. I thought you were
I
when you said the
understand
worst business, I thought you were going to say babysitting.
No, you can do that well. I even know like how to make, like, the home daycares can be really. The problem with the home daycares, you want to know, is that a lot of the people that start them tend to go, well, I'm already making food for my kids and all of that, so I don't have to charge. Like, I'll just include food, or I'll include diapers, or I'll include this and that, and they also try to be like, well, I feel for parents, and parents are going through it, and it's really expensive to have kids and have all this stuff, so I'll charge less. And then they end up making like less than $2 an hour for watching children, and it's not easy. And then they get stressed out, and that's actually not a good environment for children to be in.
No,
is with
not.
A stressed out person that has too many kids there and is like below poverty.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. But it's not the worst one. Baked goods, cakes,
Baked goods,
all
the
that.
worst ones.
It's the worst ones.
But remember, folks, we'll leave you with this. Set those expectations.
Yep.
This was a good episode. It is Monday. I hope everyone enjoys their week. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Hopefully it doesn't rain and you can grill like me. And we'll see you back tomorrow. Tomorrow, here's what we're talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're actually talking about repurposing content. So come back tomorrow for that. It's going to be a banger of an episode, and thank you. Bye.
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 Bye.